Hi, I'm 42, and guess what? I still don't know what I want out of life. Yes, I said it. I don't know what I want out of life. Maybe you don't know what your dreams are. And if you have any at all, you don't know what they should be or what they're likely to be. And it can feel quite overwhelming, especially if you have people in your age group who seem to know what they want out of life. They seem very self confident about it. In fact, when you hear some people talk about their dreams, you feel very little. So if you're feeling the same way, then yes, let's think about why this is the case and how we can figure it out together. I'm hoping by going through it, I can help somebody else as well. Now, this is the midlife questioning. When I was younger, I thought by the time I clocked 40, I'd have everything planned out: the career, the mansions, the dosh, everything all planned out. But I'm still here. I'm still wondering what I really want out of life. I know some of it, but not all of it. I know some of it. And if that sounds familiar, if we're in the same boat, whether you're 25 or you're 48, then I want you to know that you're not alone. Lots of people are feeling the same way that we're feeling. So I hope you feel less alone. That's the first thing. The second thing is that there's a pressure to have it all figured out by society. I believe that society has always drummed it into us that by midlife, by the time you hit 40, you should have everything you want in your life together. And coupled with the fact that we now have social media, the pressure is getting worse. Like, why? We're seeing these flashy images of the perfect life, and we're thinking, God, when? Am I doing something right? Am I a failure? But actually, you're not a failure. It's just that your journey is different to other people. So it's more like one of those squiggly doodles you draw when you're bored in a meeting. Life is never in a straight line. It's not meant to be in a straight line. And it's totally okay because people evolve, interest will change. You're meant to be reinventing yourself every single time. Call it decade, whenever it is, because we're like onions. You see, you're meant to peel the layers off as you go along. And our goals are meant to change like that too. Nothing in life is permanent. Nothing. At least I'm doing this to remind myself as well. So the next thing is that you want to know your journey and you want to know what you don't want from life. I think that is the first step. So some time ago, I sat down at work, and it happens to be a stable job, and I was doing all the things right, but something was just off. I just knew that this there has to be more to this. It was so uncomfortable to be in that work environment. I started to question, is this all that it is meant to be? Is this why I went to school? Is this what school was really for? Is this what life is really supposed to be? Is this what I was created for? And I had to jump on Google. Just like everybody else, I had to Google, how, what do I do? What do you do when you're 45 and you don't know what you want out of life? What do you do when you're 49 and you don't know what you want out of life? I'm not saying that's my age. But what do you do when you're 40 plus and you don't have it all figured out? And I Google just about everything. You can be rest assured, I will Google it. So it's no wonder that YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. That's because Google is right at the top of it. And that's when I sort of came across the idea of creating content on YouTube. This was 2 years ago. But seriously, the first thing that I did was to learn from this wonderful woman on the internet called Miley Teal. I follow her on Instagram, and she said that in order to know what you want out of life, you need to know what you don't want. And that's half the homework done. I thought, oh my goodness, my mind was blown. So I know that in this life that I live, I don't want anxiety about money. I don't want to be stressed out. I don't want a life where I am the only smartest person in the room. I don't want to ever be stuck again. I don't want to be 50 and lack luster. I want to be a shiny 50. I don't want my 60 to be about clocking into a job. No, and I don't want relationships that drain my energy. I don't want a clustered home. I don't want to be around clutter, and so on and so forth. I did this across health and my social life and my health. I said health and my job, and my relationships. If you care about it, then you want to try it, right? And define these things as clear a sentence as you possibly can, so that you know and you're wiring it into your subconscious of the things that you don't want. Now, this is where it gets exciting, because instead of stressing out about finding your purpose and starting to think about the kind of lifestyle that you want, what brings you joy? You want to start thinking what makes you feel alive. For me, it's sharing my journey on YouTube with other people and connecting with you that is watching me. Me watching and learning new things every day. Even through this content creation, I'm constantly learning. I'm watching other creators do their thing, share their lessons, and I'm adapting as I go along, bearing in mind that the sharing of my journey doesn't really have to be scripted. I just need to know how I want to say what I want to say so that it flows well and it connects with people that are watching me. What small changes can I do when you think about your day? What small changes can you do to make your day different? Because the little things will compound over time. Do you want more time for hobbies? Maybe that's the thing for you. If you're looking for a way to work from anywhere, maybe that's location freedom for you. Once you know what you want your life to look like, then you can start to figure out how to make it happen. But if you don't know what you want, there's no way you can have it figured out. Then the next step will be for us to go and find money to fund this lifestyle that we have created, and for me, YouTube is more than just watching fashion videos and makeup tutorials. On here, there is so much we can learn. It's a platform where you can share your voice, you can share your thoughts, your opinions. You can connect with a community and even make a living. You start by thinking what you're passionate about. Maybe you love cooking. Maybe it's sharing your story. That is the easiest way to start creating content. You want to start sharing what you know. How is life for you now? I think about Lulu's Diaries. She's doing a fantastic job of sharing a story just as authentically as she possibly can. And please do not start redefining and overthinking what authenticity means. It's just sharing who you are. That's all it is. The best part of that is that you can create an audience from sharing your own story. You can build an audience. You can build a community. And we will keep saying it, you don't need fancy equipment. You really don't. Now you want to start knowing that you're going to put yourself out there. And that's coming from somebody who started a channel not showing her face. And then I decided, let's reveal. You want to do that. People want to hear stories from real people. They want to hear real stories, real life experiences from real people. That is why you find the quirky video titles going viral on small channels. You just want to take this small step. That's the way you're going to know what you want out of life, And if it's YouTube, think about it. Pick a niche. Whatever it works for you. Pick a niche, start, be consistent, engage with your audience, and just keep learning. Those are the 4 things I will say about YouTube. Life is a journey. It is not a destination, and it's okay not to have everything figured out. It's okay not to have all the answers, because what's important is that you just keep moving forward. You keep exploring, you keep growing, you keep reinventing yourself, because you're not meant to stop. At 42, I'm figuring things out, and it's exciting. Welcome to this new chapter. Until I see you in my next video. Take care.